What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Euro Fantasy 2024 Finals team selection video. How are you doing? Welcome. My name is Ryan. Welcome to the Football Chatbox. And today we're going to be talking about a few Q&As with regards to team selection. We'll look at some of the FPL prices as well that got released recently. And I'll also show a few concept thumbnail ideas that I'm working on and maybe try and get your feedback as well in this video. Let me know how you are doing. Now, currently, team is looking like this for me. Things will change where I'm thinking, obviously, I have 5 free transfers, but I need to only fit 3 spots. So goalkeeper is going to be one of them. So I'm probably going to go with Unai Simon. In goal, I've got 2 English defenders, so I'm going to go 2-2. So 2 Spanish defenders, 2 English defenders. Just as like a breakpoint, we'll take off Van Dijk, and I think we'll bring on, I think most likely Carvajal for that attacking threat. Out of between Carvajal and Cucurella. In the forward line, obviously Mbappe will go out, and we'll bring on Harry Kane. Not Ferran Torres, Harry Kane. So these will be my 3 transfers that I'm most likely going to do, and then after that, this will give me 11 players. So I'll play a 3-5-2 formation. Now, the other 2 free transfers will depend on if there's anyone from my starting 11. Like let's say, for example, Luke Shaw, right? Let's say Trippier starts again. If Trippier starts again, then obviously I have to make a transfer to move Luke Shaw. So those 2 free transfers will be towards maybe fixing any problems in the current starting 11 that appear. Kind of welcome. How are you doing? Is Kane injured? No, I don't think he'll be injured. I think he should be fine. I know he's been marked doubtful on the UEFA Fantasy one, but I think he should be fine. Confused between should I play 3-5-2 or 4-4-2? Honestly, based off how UEFA like this tournament has gone so far, I don't even mind a 4-4-2 as well, depending on who you have, right? Because if you think like ball recoveries wise, if a defender can get like 4 points, right, compared to maybe a midfielder getting 2 points, then maybe you go, oh, I'll take the 4 points over the 2 points, and you play 4-4-2, something like that. All depends on the personnel that you have. I doubt there's going to be a clean sheet though between both teams, so that's why I'm going 3-5-2 for the moment, because I doubt there'll be a clean sheet. But then it's probably not going to be a high scoring game, right? Most likely a 2-1 to one of the sides. That's probably what I think. So both will score 2 goals. So -1 for defenders. Okay. So that's so you're looking at what 2-2 and then on penalties, or yeah. If you think like one side is even going to score 2 goals, it's a -1 for defenders straight away. So that's also another problem. So maybe a 3-5-2, 2-2 then pens. Yeah, that's the thing, right? So it's going to be not. It's not. That's probably the max. I would be more worried about Morata being injured fantasy wise. That's also true. And Com, welcome. How are you doing? So I don't know. I'm going 3-5-2 for the moment. So 2 Spanish defenders, 2 English defenders, 5 in midfield. Kane should be fine. Morata will have to wait and see. That knock that he got from the security guard, whether it's going to be a problem or not, we'll wait and see. Obviously, we'll get the team news tomorrow, so we'll do a deadline stream as well. So we'll get the team news to see how it goes. Tin, welcome. Yes, hit the like button, people. If you are new or returning, please hit that like. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. But yeah, this is currently where I'm at. If you guys want to share your teams, feel free to. We'll also have a look at the prices, the FPL prices. I don't know if there's a new price. Oh, thank you, Kom. Shout out. I don't know if there's still nothing new that's been released. I was expecting a few more price reveals today. So we'll have a look at some of the price reveals from FPL, obviously. So let me go all the way to the start. And we'll have a look at a few price reveals, see what we can get. I wonder if it's all on like one website. I wonder if this live blog has like nope. Alright, it is what it is. Let's just keep it at this. So price reveals as well. We'll have a look. And then I'll show you guys a few thumbnails that I have in terms of concept ideas for thumbnails for the new FPL season, and get your feedback on that as well. That's the current plan for today. Kanam says forward is Kane, Yamal, mids are Jude, Williams, Rice, Olmo, defense Carvajal, Cucurella, Stones. You are missing one player. Kanav. I think you're missing a defender if you're going 4-4-2. And goalkeeper Simon. Oh, you say one free transfer left, waiting for lineups. Ah, okay. Wait, you've already used 4 free transfers? Ooh, okay, fair enough. Com says, hi Ryan and chat. 3-5-2 looks the way to go, but the devil on my shoulder wants me to pick another forward. 3-4-3. Ooh. You mean go Morata? Huh? If Morata is fit, that is. If Morata is not fit, who do you think starts? I mean, Zabal maybe? But he's not a forward in here. He's a midfielder in the game, I think. The only problem is, like, I would have loved to have taken a punt if you think like if it's going to go to extra time or something on either a Watkins or a Tony, like who would come off the bench. But we just don't know who's going to come off the bench, so it's hard to take a punt. That's the one problem. What you could also do, I guess the other opportunity is you get, yeah, it's hard to tell which one will come off the bench. That's the only problem. Otherwise, it would have been nice to have like known which one. I think Tony might come off the bench, but it's hard to tell. I think so. Games like finals, goal from forwards are less like. I think goal will come from mids or defenders. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's possible. Remember, Luke Shaw got the goal in the last Euro finals against Italy. I remember UCL as well. UCL finals, Real Madrid versus Dortmund. Who were the goal scorers? UCL finals, Real Madrid, Dortmund. It was who scored? I've forgotten who scored as well. So Vinicius Junior got one. Oh, and Carvajal. Yeah, there you go. Carvajal and Vinny. Again, another defender, Carvajal. So yeah, that's the thing, right? You kind of hoping to see if you can get one of those. You want to try and get into that position where you get like one of those defensive hauls. I punted on Vegas in the previous game. If I would have gone for an England player, I would have gone Tony rather than Watkins. Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's hard to tell because Watkins hadn't played until that point. So it made sense to go for like a Tony. But then maybe you look at the opponent as well and go, the Dutch defenders aren't the fastest players. Maybe Watkins in that case behind, playing behind would work out as well. But then you can't apply the same thing for the Spanish defenders, can you? Hard to tell. For the Spanish defenders, do you prefer maybe you want like someone who's going to get into them in terms of like a Tony? It's, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We'll see what the lineup comes up like. But yeah, it's picking one of those two out of the like those two strikers. It's going to be a slightly more harder one. Worst case is you probably pick one, and you have a player on the bench who's still playing as well. So if your forward doesn't come off the bench, then you still get the player from the bench that comes on. Has FPL started? The prices have been released. The whole like some of the prices have been released. Only 35 prices so far. But the game hasn't launched yet. No, the game hasn't launched. Only prices for the moment. Game will launch. The rumors are Tuesday or Wednesday next week, or the coming week, basically Tuesday or Wednesday. That is the rumors for the moment. So keep an eye out for that. I think I might punt on Foden. Yeah, that's also not a bad choice, to be honest. I think you kind of have to punt on like someone who's going to pay off. I don't mind Foden. I mean, he almost scored, apart from like that Dumfries, like, cleared off the line. The only thing with Foden is it seems like he doesn't want to take penalties for England. Oh, it seems like he's not in the penalty, like the top 5 penalty takers for England. So if it does go to extra time, there's a high chance he gets subbed off at some moment, is what I'm thinking. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Maybe even there's a worth punt on like Palmer. If Palmer, we know Palmer will come off the bench. If the game is like very tight and still draw, it's like the scores are level, or if Spain is leading or something, maybe Palmer might come off the bench. That's also another punt potentially. But like it's hard to like punt on players who aren't going to start because you're not sure what their minutes are going to be like. So yeah, I mean, if you have nothing to lose, then take it. I will probably do it. Even me, right? I'm looking at my team and I'm going, if I really wanted to punt on someone, well, I've already got couple punts in terms of Declan Rice and Rodri. I could maybe move like a Nico Williams to someone else, potential. But I don't know. Like maybe I move Nico Williams to someone else, or I move like a Rodri to a Foden, or even to a Palmer. Take that punt, like Rodri versus Palmer. Maybe Rodri gets like 1 or 2 points extra if Palmer doesn't get anything. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So I'm gonna have to wait and see where I use those 2 free transfers. But at the moment, things are looking like this for me at least. Mm, Now, in terms of obviously FPL prices, I think we'll get to that as well. If anyone has teams to share, feel free to share that as well. I'll bring your teams up. In terms of FPL prices, Haaland 15 million. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments what y'all think about Haaland at 15 million. We've got some budget options from Southampton at 4 million. Leaf Davis from Ipswich at 4.5. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see with regards to new manager and whatnot. Ricardo Pereira, 4.5. Kai Havertz has been moved to a forward, 8 million forward point. Richarlison, 7 million forward option. Callum Hudson-Odoi, Antonio Semenyo, I probably wouldn't go for either. I think Solanke is still the one for Bournemouth. Salah, 12.5 million. Oof. Pretty high, pretty high. Overrated for Haaland, I think like too expensive or whatnot. What is it? My whole backline is basically wiped out from semi-final apart from Guehi. Got 1 defender, 4 mids, and 1 forward left. 4, 5, 6 spots. So you basically going to use your entire 5 free transfers on just getting 5 players in to get 11 players, right, Nick? One of my friends made the joke that the cost of living crisis has finally hit FPL with how expensive everyone is. Yeah, I mean, right. 12.5 for Salah, 15 for Haaland. Pickford has actually now become a 5 million goalkeeper. He used to be a 4.5 million goalkeeper for so long. Now he's become a 5 million goalkeeper. This might be the actual budget, like not budget. This might be the actual like gem out of the prices that have been released in Nkunku in like 6.5. Assuming he stays fit. That's the biggest problem. Assuming he stays fit, then he could be a really good option. Solly March 6.5. Pedro Neto at 6.5 might not be a bad option. Bruno Fernandes 8.5. I don't mind it. Don't mind it. Mateta has gone up 7.5. Tony at 7.5. If he moves to another club, and depending on what club he moves to, would be an interesting pick. One to keep an eye out for. Bowen 7.5, Gordon 7.5. I think Gordon and Bowen at 7.5 is still pretty good value. Honestly, I still think they're pretty good. You get Haaland, you are then hoping Salah goes to Saudi Arabia. Yeah, that's the thing. Cole Palmer is 10.5. Exactly, yeah. And Nkunku depends on how the new coach. Yeah, that's true. And also whether he can stay fit with Nkunku. Watkins 9 million. He's reached premium forward status. Ollie Watkins. But I still think 9 million is not a bad price for Watkins. Based off how Villa played last season, I would still probably go for Watkins. I haven't looked at the fixtures properly, so I need to have a look at that when the game launches. But Watkins also not a bad option at 9 million. What else did we get? We got Cole Palmer, 10.5 million. So if Palmer is at 10.5 million, what do we think about Saka, Foden, 9.5, 10 million? Are they going to be at that range, 9.5, 10 million? Watkins is going to be on pens now that Douglas Lewis is gone. That's true. Douglas Lewis is no longer at Aston Villa. So who is it going to be? Watkins as the penalty taker? Or will they have someone else take the penalties? That's also a good point. Good point. One to watch in pre-season. Obviously, Watkins won't join Villa pre-season on time, so we might not get as much information. But we might at least see like who else is taking pens for Villa sometimes. Palmer around 9 would be good. Yeah, but 10.5. We're stuck. We'll have to wait and see how this goes now in terms of Palmer at 10.5. Reece James, I'm not going to even bother. Even 5 million, I feel like 5 million is also like too expensive for Reece James, who just can't stay fit. Jackson, Sterling at 7 million mid. We'll have to see. He was the pen taker before Douglas Lewis went on the pens. Okay, fair enough. Villa just signed Onana from Everton. Has it just been confirmed? That'll be interesting. Visa at 6 million. That's a good price, I would say. That's a pretty good price, to be honest. Bet me 4.5. That's not too bad. Thiago. We'll see how he does. But Visa at 6 million is pretty good. Ian Mattison, 5 million attacking fullback from Aston Villa. The only thing is now Villa have quite a few left backs that are competing. So we'll have to wait and see how he does, obviously. But one to keep an eye out for. Deal agreed. Okay. Eze. Oops, why did I click it? Eze, 7 million. That's not too bad, I'd say. 7 million isn't too bad at all, to be honest. Oh. There's going to be more prices that are releasing. We've just got a few new prices as well that are just released. So we'll have a look at that as well. Matthias Cunha, 6.5. N2 4.5. Not too bad, not too bad. Matthias Cunha, 6.5 is nice. I like it. Guehi, 4.5 is underpriced. Let's see if Villa are defensively good. We'll have to wait and see. If Villa defensively remain good, then Guehi will be a pretty good deal. We had to also keep in mind that Guehi in Euro Fantasy is different from Guehi in the Premier League because ball recoveries are there in Euro Fantasy, so it makes him a really good option. We'll see what happens in the Premier League in terms of FPL. Jamie Vardy, 5.5 million. Jamie Vardy. I haven't watched Leicester, so I don't know if Vardy's still like the main guy. But 5.5 million. He's got 200 points plus seasons. I don't think he'll get again, but you never know. Kudus at 6.5. I think that's a pretty good deal. Kudus at 6.5. That's not too bad. And then we've just got it released from Brighton. Brighton's price releases have just come out. Estupinian at 5 million. Joe Pedro at 5.5. Obviously, Brighton, new manager. So we no longer have this De Zerbi rotation anymore. I don't think he's starting much anymore. Fair enough. Okay, then no. Sad times. Brighton, new manager. So we don't have Brighton even signed a new manager? Who's Brighton's new manager? Do we know who Brighton's new manager is? Fabian Hosler. Oh, okay. We'll have a look and see. I don't know why. I have no idea who he is, but Fabian Hosler. We'll see how he does. But obviously no De Zerbi, so hopefully no like Pep Guardiola level rotation stuff. So Brighton's out. So we'll be getting more prices data as well. So we'll have a look and see how things go. He's the former manager of German lower team who's done very well. Okay. Want to keep an eye out for. We'll see how they do pre-season. He's only 31. Yeah, that I found out. He's only 31. So yeah, so maybe we might get a few more price rises while we're on stream. I don't know, but we'll have a look. Keep an eye out for all of this. If we do get more price rises, I will let you guys know. And if you have any teams to share, feel free to share some teams. I also wanted to show you guys. I've been working on a few thumbnail. Like I've got feedback from some of you guys in terms of thumbnails for the FPL season. There were comments on trying to add icons and maybe different background styles for different videos and whatnot. So I've been working on it today a bit. Happy to get some feedback from y'all. This is one type of concept at the moment that I'm working on. This is like a deadline stream one. I've tried to make the player face slightly more bigger than usual. St. Pauli? Who is St. Pauli? And we're using the FPL team background. So I've tried to like stay with the So something I've noticed when doing Euro 2024 fantasy, when I did World Cup fantasy, was when I use the color themes of the tone, like the game itself, there were more views on videos. So I'm like, okay, go. Maybe I'll try using the FPL color scheme and see how, like in terms of background, to see whether new people will like look at it and go, oh, it's a video, and maybe it'll stick to people's heads in terms of like trying to get more views. Is what I'm thinking. But I've also gone like a couple different other ideas for backgrounds because people wanted different backgrounds for different type of videos. So I've got this as a different background. Obviously, text color will change. So I haven't worked on that yet. I've got this as another concept. So like if I was to go something like this, it would be something like this for a team selection one. I need to kind of fix the text in terms of like angling it at all. So still working on that. There was another idea that I had a look at, which was something like this. So like a transfers thing, which basically had something like this. Obviously, data science, I still need to work on like the whole idea, but that could have a different like background maybe. Still have to have a look, but I'm working on like different backgrounds as well. So let me know what you guys think in terms of backgrounds. You guys like the backgrounds in terms of the text? I'm trying to use icons to maybe for you guys to be able to identify which video is which kind of thing. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at the moment for YouTube thumbnails for next season. Trying to use icons to differentiate the videos and different backgrounds to differentiate the videos. But yeah, I'll probably keep working on this. Let me know if you guys have any feedback. And if you guys have any video ideas as well, let me know. I'm happy to hear different video ideas. I like the blue and purple on this one. You mean this kind of one? Like the blue and purple on this, does it complement well? Yeah, I think this looks right. Yeah, so I probably might use this as the best players one. So I still need to work on like the complementing, like, so this could work for the best players. For the deadline stream, I'm thinking something like deadline stream. It would be like what I showed you guys earlier. So of this, it'll be like here. So deadline stream might be something like this, potentially. Let me know what you guys think. Trying to add icons, so like the deadline icon will be the clock. The best players one will be the two arrows, like the buy and sell arrows, like a red and green arrow. Team selection, I haven't thought about what type of icons to use for that. I still have to kind of think about it. Maybe we'll just put like a pitch. I don't know. We'll have to see how we do that. Looks good. Okay, cool. So I'll continue to work on this. Still early process, taking feedback from everyone. But that's currently where we're at in terms of thumbnails for next season. I'll I'll keep working, and then I'll share some concepts on the Discord for anyone who's on the Discord, or in the next couple of videos, because I think high chance that FPL starts next week. So I kind of need to have like thumbnails ready for next week. Basically, what did I do? What did I do? I need to have thumbnails like ready for next week. The idea. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm working on for this weekend. Taking your feedback from everyone. If you have any video concepts in terms of ideas, like for videos, with the red and green arrows idea, if you change the icons week to week to players who've done well or badly each week, could be nicer. Yes, so that's the thing. So that actually, let me go back to that. That was the kind of the plan behind those red and let me switch. Let me bring it back up again. So let me switch back to that. So we'll have this one. Bring the other player in. Take this off. Take this off. Bring the icons in, like you said. Take that off. Put this text on. Off. A lot of things that go on the back end. This one. So like, let's say the green arrow. Let's say Saka doesn't do well in game week 1. Haaland does well, so Haaland will be on the left. Saka, like a player to sell on the right, player to sell in terms of facing the red arrow, player to buy in facing the green arrow, stuff like that. So every week we'll have a look. Maybe once we are a few weeks in, a video about cheap assets to look at. That could also work. Yes. So I'll make a different like background for that as well. I wanted to do something like a watch list, but I think I can do the watch list on this video. On this, like the best players. So yeah, maybe we'll do something like this where we look at like, you know, how people like go for popular assets, and then like if it fails, you put them on the red. If like we're looking at players to buy who are really good, put them on the green. I'd argue having a video about that before the season starts will be helpful. I think we'll definitely, I'll have a couple videos in terms of, we'll look at preseason and go through like best enablers, best midfield options, defender options, goalkeeper options, goalkeeper rotation options in terms of best goalkeeper rotation options, best forwards. We'll do live streams for drafts where you guys can share your drafts as well. So I'll have videos for that as well. Yes. But we need preseason to start. So I'll need preseason to start and have a look at how preseason is going. And try and do as much research as possible during that. That we start off. The thing is, we want to start off really well. So if you have a really good start, you set yourself up for a good season. Having a really good start is very important towards setting yourself up for a good season. If you have a tough start, you can still bounce back and have a really good season. But life is just so much more easier if you have a really good start. That's one thing I've noticed. Like when you have a really good start, it's just like so much more easy. So yeah, we'll see how things go. I'll probably keep working on it. I'll try and find a few icons as well for different stuff. And if you guys have, like I said, if you have video ideas that you'll want to see, let me know. Oops, wrong one. Let me know if you'll have video ideas that you want to see, and we will look towards making them. Anything that has like demand, we'll look towards making. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Every man and his dog will probably have Leaf Davis game week 1. Is he that attacking? I haven't seen it, so I haven't no idea about like Ipswich or any of the promoted teams. Is he that attacking? I'll have to do like a lot of research when it comes to the promoted teams. What am I looking for? The other thing is 18 championship assists. Oof. Yeah, then he'll probably enter, right? Yeah. We'll have a look when the game launches. We'll have a better look. I want to see like the other prices. I want to see the other prices and have a look at like which players, right? I want to see which players like you need to see the comparison in terms of like a Foden, Rashford, Saka, Martin Odegaard. Like I want to see what their prices are as like, and see how we can build a squad. Because with Salah at 12.5, with Haaland at 15 million, with Palmer at 10.5, you're going to have to make a few decisions. We don't even know what Huming Sun will be at. So there's going to be a lot of decisions to make. Kai Havertz is at 8 million. So Saka and Martin Odegaard are going to be higher. Like they're going to be 9+ million. So we kind of have to wait and see how they are also priced. Saka, Foden, Odegaard. So Odegaard, I would say Odegaard and Saka, maybe Odegaard 9 million potentially. Saka 9.5 even. I wouldn't be surprised. 9.5, 10 million for Saka potentially. Foden could also be 10 or could be 9. Foden could be 10 million actually. So you're not going to be able to have all of these players. This is why we need to start finding like these gems as well. Salah, Haaland, Watkins, and Palmer combined is for no, you can't get all 4 of them into the team. Sacrifices will. This is where we'll have this question of like. I think them pricing Haaland at 50 million is good for the game. Is very good for the game because he won't be at this astronomical like 90+ EO. He's not going to be at 90+ EO unless the only way Haaland will be at 90+ EO is if the rest of the captaincy options fail. Like if they flop, if the rest of the captaincy options flop big time for the first 2 or 3 weeks, everyone will try and get Haaland in, without a doubt. That's the thing. And then I guess there's also questions to be made as to like, is it better to start with Haaland and see how he does, right? Rather than not start with Haaland and then you have to restructure your entire team to be able to even afford him into your team. Whereas trying to get him in and then build a team around him, and if he doesn't perform, then you sell him, is a bit more easier. So we'll have to wait and see how things go. But yeah, I'm excited because I think it's good. I think these kind of price rises, price changes are good for the game. Let's see if they make any like different changes as well. I think there might be a new chip. I have a feeling we might get a new chip. I don't know. Limitless chip, anyone? With given looking at these prices, the price ranges of like the premiums, maybe a limitless chip might be on the cards. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to discuss today. Team selection for the finals. We'll be doing a deadline stream tomorrow, 1.5 hours before the final. We'll do a deadline stream. We will also we'll probably look at doing a watch along. We'll do a watch along. I think Shubharan asked this as well for a watch along. We'll do a watch along for the finals. And for anyone who's on Discord, I'm thinking of getting one of the voice channels up and going for the finals. So anyone who's on Discord, I'll start a voice channel for the finals, and you guys can jump on the voice channels as well to talk. Your audio will carry over to YouTube though, so up to you guys. But that's also another possibility for anyone who's interested. So yeah, and I'm also shout out to who is it? Shout out to Gov FPL. He suggested a few ideas for improving our Discord as well in terms of like polls and whatnot. So I'll have a look at trying to improve the Discord for this coming season as well. So let me know what you guys think. Any changes that you'd like to see in the Discord for anyone who's in the Discord, let me know as well. And I'll start the invitations to join the Discord again will start probably from next week when the new FPL season starts, and that invitations will be open till we reach maybe 1,000 subscribers. That was the initial plan. Till we reach 1,000 subscribers. Once we reach 1,000 subscribers, I think the invitations might stop. We'll see. What positions would you recommend using the transfers on in my situation? Got 1 forward, 4 mids, and 1 defender, as we mentioned before. So you've got 1 forward, 4 mids, and 1 defender. So do you have a goalkeeper as well, Nick, or you don't have a goalkeeper at all? If you don't have a goalkeeper at all, you're gonna have to use it on a goalkeeper. One goalkeeper. We can go for 2 more defenders, and then it's up to you whether you want to go. You can go 2 more defenders. You can spend the other one on a forward, and then you're no keeper, so one has to be used there as well. Yeah, okay. So you can go for 1 keeper, 2 defenders in terms of transfers. You'll use another transfer on a forward, and then the final transfer you will use depending on what formation you want to rock, whether it is a 3-5-2 or whether it's a 4-4-2 or a 4-5-1, 4-4-2, 3-4-3, 3-5-2. So it depends on like what type of formation you want to rock. That's the final transfer where you'll use. So goalkeeper, who do you back? I would say pick a goalkeeper who you back to win, like a team that you think is going to win. You only have 2 chances between Simon and Pickford. Up to you in terms of who you want to pick. Defenders, I've gone for Carvajal. Just because of the attacking threat. If Shaw starts, I would like Shaw. Obviously, I had Shaw before he didn't start. We'll have to wait and see whether he'll start or whether Trippier will start. If Shaw starts, I like Shaw. Guehi, I think you probably already have. So he probably still remains. After that, honestly, you could go Cucurella if you wanted to go for a 4th defender. You could also go maybe John Stones, potentially, as a 4th defender. Those are the 2 options. In upfront, I think upfront, to be honest, the 2 forwards that I want, obviously Yamal as one, and I think Harry Kane would be the other forward for me. And obviously, if you wanted to go 3 forwards, then I think Morata is the pick. Or like we were talking with like Combe earlier, was take a punt on trying to guess which of Ivan Toney or Watkins will come off the bench. That was the 3rd forward punt, basically trying to take a guess on which player will come off the bench for the game. Guehi is my last surviving. Okay, so if Guehi is your last surviving, I think Carvajal, you probably go for Carvajal as the other defender for attacking options. And then it's either Shaw, Cucurella, John Stones, one of those 3 probably is what I'm thinking. Maybe even if Trippier starts over Shaw, there is probably a case to be made even for Trippier potentially. For example, just in case if he tends to like, here he played 45 minutes, so there's a bit of a problem. If you play 60 minutes and they're still 0-0 and he comes off after 60 minutes, then maybe you have a potential of banking a clean sheet. Or you could end up with 0 points like what happened in the last game. That's a bit of a risk, so. And then midfielders. I think midfielders, there are options. Take a punt based on what you're feeling for your 5th midfielder, honestly. I think Danny Olmo and Jude Bellingham, and I would add Saka. Those are the 3 players I would want the most. I would also probably put after that. Okay, so I want Jude Bellingham and Danny Olmo as like my first 2. Then you've got the likes of Saka, Fabian Ruiz, and Nico Williams in like the next bracket of set of players that I would want. And then you end up in like the punty territory of Declan Rice, Rodri, and Foden at this point. I think could be a punty territory. I got Bellingham, Rice, Rodri, and Daniel Alves. Okay, so you kind of have. So then the fifth midfielder, you can go for a Saka. Honestly, you can go for a Saka if you wanted to. Oh, yeah, I think you probably go for a Saka. I was thinking of again like the same thing with the forward punt. Take a punt on like a Palmer, assuming the game is like 0-0 or something, or if Spain are winning 2-1, maybe Palmer comes off the bench. The only thing is, if Spain are leading, it's going to be very hard for England to get the ball off Spain. So that's the one thing to kind of keep an eye out for. So you can go Saka, you can go Nico Williams. Maybe I might actually lean towards Saka more than Nico Williams for the moment, I think. Williams up against Walker. True. And Saka would be up against Cucurella, which is a good matchup for Saka. Even I might look to use, like, I might look to make one of my transfers as, I might even look to probably move Rodri out and get Saka in, potentially. I don't know. Maybe I'll move Williams out as well, potentially. I don't know. I haven't thought about it fully yet, exactly what I want to do. But Walker hasn't been fully solid as well this tournament. There are a couple of times when he's been like on toast, and he's made good recovery runs because of his pace. But he's been caught out a couple times as well. So it will be a very interesting matchup. And the other thing is, I think England might play the same like type of formation they were playing in the last couple of games. The last two games they played, like a back three when they're having the ball, stuff like that. So to answer the next question, goalkeeper, pick who you think is going to win the game is basically what I'm going to say. Defender, I will go Guehi and Carvajal. And your third defender, if you're going like a 3-5-2, or a 3-4-3, if you're going with a back three, your third defender, one of Shaw, Stones, Shaw, that is if Shaw starts, John Stones, Cucurella. Those are probably the three defenders to think of. The problem is Spain's centre backs haven't really. Laporte, maybe, for the ball recoveries, but that's the only other option. Is this final stream? We'll have a stream tomorrow as well. Shots. We'll have a stream tomorrow as well. Walker for England could be, but like Walker hasn't been getting the attacking threat that we want. That's the only problem. I think Walker will be busy because of the new change in like the formation. He tends to be in like part of the back three as well at times. So he doesn't get as forward. So you're probably going to get a few more ball recoveries from him, but you're not going. I don't know. The points option doesn't seem appealing at the moment. But it'll be good competition between Walker and Williams potentially. I'm gonna go with the back three. I'm gonna convinced on that back three. Yeah, fair enough. I think a back three is what I'm also thinking about. I'm doing really well. I feel like you have a highly owned team. No, I'm not. I'm not doing that well because I didn't start off well. I think I'm currently 172k, which is why I've gone with a few punts in terms of Rice, Rodri. Those are my two punts. I gone with the punt on terms of Luke Shaw. I have like three players who are like punts at the moment. But the thing is, when you get to the finals, everyone's going to have a very similar team. I think everyone's going to have a very similar team when you get to the finals. That's the problem. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Having said that, we're 99 members. Maybe we can end with 100. If you guys are watching this up to this point, and if you haven't joined, join so we can end up with 100 members. But shout out to the top 10 right now. Mart is at first spot. It's on 389. Like, I mean, like, it's so close. Like, the top 5 itself is like so close. So anything can happen on the final day. We'll have to wait and see. Top three spots. So close, man. So close. Mart on up front right there. He's got Javi Simmons. So how many players does he have? He has Pickford. He's got 3 Spanish players, 4 Spanish players, 5 Spanish players, along with 1, 2, and 3, 4. So he's got 9 players upcoming game. So he should be fine. But yeah, he's up number 1. We got Jeff in second. Dropped out simply because of a dodgy captaincy. Eesh, that's hard. Jeff stuck with the Danny Olmo captaincy. Fair enough. Also had Javi Simmons in there, Harry Kane, Kylian Mbappe, Cody Gakpo, Saka, Bellingham, Jones, Hernandez, Nathan Ake, Verbruggen, Cucurella, and Fabian Ruiz on the bench. Kunde as well on the bench. Dobbo had a slightly tough week with 39 points. Dumfries -1, that hurt. But he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players as well. So he's okay for the final. 9 players. He's okay for the finals. On full 6 English players. So yeah, check my team, Klopper. Where are you? Where are you? Where's Klopper? Where's Klopper? Can you tell me which position? Klopper. Nick is here. I can see Nick here. 14th. Freddy, 25th. That's me, 29. I think I'm 14 now. You'll see my team German bias take over who I picked as captain. Let me get your team up. This is Nick with Yama Van Dijk. Why did you go Van Dijk? Didn't you keep it on Danny Olmo? Did you actually switch captaincy? Oh no. Yama, Bellingham. I kept telling you to get Spanish players, but at least you got the 2 who did well. So yeah. Guehi, Bellingham, Gakpo, Mbappe, Divrij, Verbruggen. Don't have my phone. Should be around 50th. Alright, let's bring your team up as well. Klopper. I wish there was like a Control F option. Aha, here we go. Oh, Lucas, tough week. So 1, 2, 3, 4 players, 5 players, 6, 7, 8. 8 players for the finals. I had it on Mbappe. That makes sense. Yeah, if I had the captaincy on Mbappe, I would have also switched. Yeah. Makes sense. Only the best people are in the 50s. Sold. Yeah. I didn't have it on Olmo. I had it on Bellingham. That makes sense. Van Dijk was the final act of desperation to pray for England to get knocked out. Fair enough. I mean, you got to have fun in the game as well, right? You have to have fun in this game as well. Fair enough. Add to that, match predictor. Matty is doing really well, but Tiger and Guna's missus has caught up. She's even overtaken me. She had a 40-pointer in the last round. He basically predicted 2-1 to Spain versus France, and also played her a 4x booster. So she went to 40 points and went whoop, right on top. So she's in second. I'm in third currently for the match predictor. Robinson just in fourth. Connor fifth. Nick sixth. And then this is 10. We got 10 players only in this league. But yeah. Sorry, not Bellingham. It was Kunde. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So that's match predictor for anyone who's looking. Matty looks like I think Matty's won this. Unless it's gonna be hard to like. I don't know. It's gonna be hard to. You have to get the exact prediction right to beat Matty. I feel like. But yeah. Speak of the devil. Here comes Matty. Looks like it's coming down to the last game. I think you've got it. Like I was just telling, like you need to get the exact score right to try and beat you. You need to get the exact score, who scores first, and the exact goal scorer, and on the booster to be able to beat you. Someone forgot to do their quarterfinals, or I've also forgotten a couple times, but that's not an excuse, I would say. But yeah. Alright, so Matty is leading that one in terms of the match predictor. In terms of the top 10 of the Football Chatbox League in the fantasy one, Mart is leading with Jeff, Dobbo, and Joseph, all looking to try and get that first spot. So looking forward to it. We'll see how things go. Obviously I'll be live tomorrow, 1.5 hours before deadline, and then we'll do a watch along as well for the finals. And yeah, have we got any new prizes? No, we haven't got any new prizes, right? So we might be looking to get a few more prizes. Keep an eye out for that. We'll see what other prizes we get. And I'll continue to work on the thumbnails as well in terms of thumbnail ideas. I'd argue my friend's dad has the best prediction of the Euros as he got the correct score for Hungary versus Scotland game. Ooh, I wish I could see the percentage of people who got that as well. We can actually. At least we can have a look at that was match day 1, right? Hungary versus Scotland. Oh wait, was that match day 1 or match day 3? Matty took the lead in that. Here is Matty with the correct score. I completely forgot. Correct first goal scorer. I don't think he got no. Yeah, no, I don't know if anyone got the correct first goal scorer. Did anyone that we had that get the correct first goal scorer? Don't think so. Nope. I didn't even take part, so I'm not gonna even look. Nope. Nope. Yeah, no. No one got the correct goal scorer. At least not in our league. I have no idea, like, worldwide, what it would have been like. Yeah, nah. I completely forgot. I've forgotten a couple of fixtures. That's my fault. 4 fixtures I missed? Yeah, I missed 4 fixtures. Alright, we'll see what goes for the finals. 3 friends have already predicted. Ooh, interesting. Worldwide percentages would be fun to look at. That is true, but I don't think we have the option to look at those worldwide percentages. I'm 541st in Australia. Not too bad. Yeah. 2 million players playing. Yeah, not too bad, I would say. Unfortunately, I don't think we can. Oh, we can look at worldwide percentages. Oh, overall. Match day 3. Who is this guy? Even he, it's so hard to, like, you can't look at like a specific picture. 17 points here. Just got the score right. So yeah, it's hard to tell. 70 points again. I think this is the score right. Hey, these guys are on 400 plus points. Damn. What are these people on nowadays? What's the general? What's the lead? 185 points. Whew. Yo, so high. We're in the 300s here. Ah, man. Crazy. Alright. That's basically it. Anything else to add? Anyone has anything to add? Can compare stats versus people. But yeah, if there's nothing else to add, obviously I'm going to do my transfers tomorrow, so we'll keep it as it is. But I'll be live tomorrow, 1.5 hours before deadline, like I said, and then watch along after that for the Euro finals. So I'll see everyone tomorrow. So shout out to Nick, Home, Matty, Shots, Tin, Kanav, and anyone else who's watching it as well. Thank you very much for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. We haven't got any more price rises. Or maybe actually I'll wait for like a minute to see if we get another price rise, you know. I'll wait for like a minute or two just to see if we get another price rise at the Arbor. And if you don't get anything at the Arbor, then we'll kind of leave. What I'm thinking. Respect Ryan, catch you later, buddy. No worries. Actually, I'll wait for another 2 minutes and then I'll leave. I just want to see if we get another price rise at the Arbor, and then we'll leave. We'll end it there as well. But yeah. Also, I'll just for the people who just arrived. Working on a few thumbnail ideas currently. So this is one thumbnail idea. I struggled to find a picture of Haaland in the new kit. Preseason is the hardest time to try and get new kits and players in new kits. It's so hard to find pictures. Like I have to go and look at their kit launch pictures and then try and find like a proper picture. It's not easy. So this is a couple ideas, Matty, just showing you as well since you just came. In terms of looking at like for the upcoming season in terms of thumbnails. Let me get rid of this. Something like this for deadline stream. Oh, what's missing? The Chatbox logo is missing. Stuff like this for like a deadline stream. The previous one is what you saw for like the best players. So I'm still working on a few other stuff. So yeah, currently working on taking feedback from you guys in terms of trying to make the player faces look bigger, having different backgrounds for different styles of videos, which is what we're going to try and do as well for this season, and also including icons like the clock, the arrows, to differentiate the type of video so it's easy for everyone to watch. So yeah, working on that. I'll let you guys know how that goes. Did we get a new price rise? Anyone know? Did we get a new price rise? I don't think so, right? Nope, we didn't. Alright, it's fine. It is what it is. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys later. And yeah, peace out. See you all tomorrow.